Antes de comenzar, quiero dar las gracias muy especiales, muchas gracias, a nuestro patrocinador, Yati Seguro. Ya sabes que Yati es el líder en seguros de viaje de habla hispana, trabajando en este sector desde 1885, que se dice pronto. Así que si tú también confías en Yati, tanto como nosotros, para tu próximo viaje tengo un regalazo para ti. Y es que tienes un 5% de descuento para cualquier póliza de seguro que contrates con ellos. Solo tienes que ir a inteligenciaviajera.com/IATI, ahí vas a acceder a su web, rellena los datos del primer formulario que te va a salir y en cuanto le des a la opción que pone calcular presupuesto, automáticamente se te va a aplicar este descuento. Y ahora sí, dicho todo esto, comenzamos con el episodio de hoy que creo que te va a encantar. Vamos allá.
Hola, soy Antonio G. Quiero darte una cálida bienvenida a esta entrevista. Estamos en Kenia, concretamente en el parque del Masai Mara. Hoy tengo a uno de los líderes más importantes de los Masai, él es William, y vamos a estar hablando unos 20-25 minutitos sobre todo lo que está haciendo, porque dentro del mundo es considerado un príncipe de los Masai y es una de las pocas personas que se ha atrevido a cambiar esta cultura desde dentro. La primera pregunta, William, es ¿qué significa Masai for you?
Masai is mean a name of the tribe, and Ma is mean a Masai language. Ma language, yeah.
What does it mean for you, belong to the Masai tribe?
In Kenya we have different tribes, and every tribe, they have their own language and their own name of the community. So in Kenya we have like 42 community, but I am a Maasai because the Maasai is the tribe of the Maasai, one tribe called Maasai.
¿Podrías hablarme de las diferentes tradiciones que tienen los Masai?
Well, the Maasai people, they normally you can recognize very well that because one of the tribe, they believe and they are proud of their culture.
All right.
So if you see what I have a more jewelry because this is our entire culture. And so this is one of the points you can know, the Maasai, because we believe in our culture, we respect, and we are still keeping in our culture.
All right.
As well, the Maasai, they live in the savannah. So it's only one of the tribe you can find, they live with wildlife, free in peace. Yeah.
And one of the traditions that you have in the past was to fight with a lion to become a real Maasai.
Warrior. Yes.
Can you talk a little bit about that?
The Maasai people, a long time, they don't go to school because they don't use any Western culture lifestyle. Like, for example, if they get ill, they can use local medicine. And if the balanced diet, the food is the meat from their cow, sheep, and goat, they can use natural fruits, honey. That's only the Maasai food before. On that time period, the Maasai, they protect their land through other communities because the board of the land, they fight. As well, the young Maasai warriors, to graduate, you want to be brave. So they go to the bush with a trainer and they eat meat and they train how to fight with the lion, how you become brave. They learn how the rule and regulation of the Maasai culture, and they learn how they survive in the savannah. So to fight the lion is really a very difficult moment because the lion is the most dangerous animal and clever. So if you go to fight with a lion, you need to be more preparation for that. You need to be more brave because you fight with the lion face to face. And if you run and the lion, they attack you back, this is the worst point because people, they put a song. So every generation, you are coward, you run away from the lion, even you can lose your girlfriend. But if you fight with a lion and they bite you, front or arm, the people, they say you are brave. So for example, I kill the lion, I fight with the lion, and they bite me here on my arm. But in this point, I can say the Maasai people, we love wildlife. It's not just we kill the lion anywhere we see. It was a traditional part. We go to fight with the old and big lion. But right now, because the children go to school, we don't fight with the lion.
You now are the leader of a lot of different community of Maasai people. How could you become a leader of all?
We have two different points of leadership. We have a politician leader, which people they can vote for you. You can go and promise them you do different development, healthcare, and they can vote for you. And we have a natural leader, which you are appointed by a community, elders and young people. So to become that, you became a leader for all of your life in two ways. One, maybe you come from the family, they come leader and leader, or maybe the community they choose you, but they learn since when you are a child, your characters, your behaviors, how you, if you are intelligent, because to be a leader is not easy point. You need to have, there are some problem case you need to solve. So the natural Maasai leader is like a judgment, and they give you full of respect.
In which year did you become a leader of your
Well,
community?
for example, myself, when I was going with a group of boys when we were very little, I became like a team leader of the group of the boys. And the moment I grew up, they say, why you don't come our leader? Because all the time they are confident with me. Then I can solve some other problem in case of any things happen. And if you're a leader, you must be have more ideas.
All right.
So they choose me to be that because they are confident with me, and they know I have ideas. Since the beginning, I was like I coordinate a team, and until the whole community choose me to be a leader.
All right. And what have been the most difficult moment for you as a leader?
If the people or another community to another community they get on a war, because as a leader they need to make a peace, to meet the leader from another community and the leader from your community, and you try to make a peace and involve the community to be in peace. So this is a difficult moment. Otherwise, if the family they have some trouble, and you need to go to sit down to take a solution. So this is another difficult moment. But the other moment, like a party or other things, this is easy and leisure time.
All right. Martin Luther King had a dream. You had a dream too. Can you tell me about your dream that become true now that we are visiting at Camp and all of your projects?
Oh yeah. So well, it's my dream. It is come because I'm not a leader. My dream it is come personally, automatic through the challenges. And before I say the dreams, I always tell the people, if you follow your dreams, it is hard. But if you follow and you never forget, one day, one time, you succeed. My dream it was two for the beginning. The school I used to study is 20 kilometers away from home. So I used to walk school, imagine 20 kilometers away from home, and middle of the savannah. Dangerous wildlife like elephant, lion, buffalo. We enter the bush until we reach the school. Why? Because many children they don't get opportunity to go to school. So if you are the one who chosen in your community to go to school, you are proud of your family and you are proud of yourself because the family they choose you to go to school. And through these challenges of many times the animal they chase us away. Sometimes I go without shoes 1 year and I never complain. I remember many times I go to the class, I don't have even a pen. So I have to wait another child to work, and after I finish the work they give me the pen. And I say, okay, if I grow up, I must be support education in this community, but I try to focus the poorest family children. And the poorest family children are just smart. 1 point. The second point is, my mother is someone who takes me care a lot. My father, yes, but not much. They don't want to sell count to me to continue high school. And I witnessed through my mother, the most important people for the family is women. So I say when I grow up, I support the empowerment for the women, which is not easy in the Maasai people, especially the Maasai men, and go back to support women. When I come up on that dreams and I say I do that, people they cheer me and they say, especially my friend, this has never happened. How you support the women? Why the other people, no one think this idea? Maybe the school, yes, but the women, no. And I say, two of my dreams, I have to fight until one day, one time I succeed. So I start outcome on the tree. So I make a small of the children and I start a class on the tree.
Mm-hmm.
One day we don't have even a blackboard, so we take a cover of the tree and we use charcoal like a blackboard. One day the friend of mine from LA, Los Angeles, came and found me with the children under the tree. And they buy us a blackboard. So our school they come modern because we have a blackboard.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I increase the number of many children they want to come to the school.
In the middle of the savannah.
Yeah, in the middle of the savannah. And our school is very unique because all the time we follow the shade. If the shade they move around the tree, we move with our rock. We don't have chairs. And if it rain, we can close our school anytime. So we don't have a plan when we close school, when we open, anytime. And now, when I grow up and I have these dreams, I communicate with many tourists. I try to tell them because I live in Masai Mara. And I live in the Maasai village where the tourists come to visit. So I have opportunities to meet many people around the world. And I tell my dreams, I need help. But thousands of them, they say, okay, we're going to help you. But no one helped me. But one day, I have a good relationship with the Embassy of Spanish. And they introduced me one lady called Rosa Escandel, which is the president of ATCAM now. And when I met Rosa, because the embassy they introduced me, and I met this lady, and I tell my dream, I want to build a school. And they say, what's the next? I say, I want to support empowerment for the women. And they say they go to help me. That's the moment I go to Spain. I couldn't believe I go to Europe because I never be in my life. I never think I do something like this.
Which year was it?
It was 2007.
All right.
But what I know, because more English, I learned through tourists. I knew that if I learn more English, only that's the way I can achieve my dream to be true or successful. So when I go to Spain, we work and we start ATCAM. So now, in shortly, ATCAM is we have a full primary level, more than 100 children from the poorest family. We give free education.
Because in Kenya it's not free.
Because in Kenya it's not free. So me myself, I go to the community and I get information for the family. If I found a family, they are very, 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 very poor, or really they need help. Maybe the family, they lose cows because of dry. Maybe the child, they have only single mother. Some, they don't have even mothers, parents. We help this disabled, we help these children. We have 250 children, but 100 is free education. We introduce this program to the sponsor anywhere. So we have now the program called Sponsoring of the Child. If you go www.atcam.es, you can find this. And through this the program, they support us more because now we increase little by little the number for the children get sponsored. We have empowerment for the women. Thousands of women now we support through Picolino shoes. Picolino is a branch shoes company in Spain. So the Maasai women, they make a part of the leather in beads.
Yeah.
And we send back to Spain. The factory, they go to complete the whole shoes. I do help Picolino or collaborate with them to go around the world with different model program, and we make a promotion for fashion. And also we have ATCAM Mara Fishing Camp. Now this camp, if anyone, they choose ATCAM Mara Fishing Camp to come to stay in Masai Mara for the holiday leisure time to see wildlife, we can say that it's one of their big support because the money you paid is 100% to go to make the project be sustainable. Even we have other more ideas, mission and vision for ATCAM for later.
Wow, no? What do you feel as a leader, as a people, as a chief that is changing a lot the savannah, the Maasai people and everything?
The other things I forgot to tell you we do as ATCAM, we think or we question ourselves for the future, maybe because the children, they go to school, very easy to forget the culture. So ATCAM Mara Fishing School, we bring a program, we teach our children how to keep their culture for the future, because maybe they can go to make them to beneficiary.
Ah, por cierto, que casi se me olvida, recuerda que también puedes escuchar este mismo episodio en radioviajera.com. Ahora sí, seguimos con el audio y con lo que te quería contar.
Yeah. Because only one of the tribe, they keep culture. How to think about or to feel where I am now, where I come from, where I am now, where I'm going. I want to make sure that ATCAM, They serve this Maasai community. Other young youth, they copy what I am doing and they do.
William, how do you see the Western world through your eyes?
We avoid Western culture through our culture to entrap, because there are many people in Africa, they have their own culture, but through Western culture, they forget their culture. But it is different way. The Western culture to visit Maasai community, they bring benefit because the Maasai people or Kenya in general, they get beneficiary through tourists. So the good point is we have our rule and regulation of the culture. So we cannot forget our culture anyway. It's good to see another culture like your culture, and you learn our culture, we share ideas, but it's very important for us to keep our culture the way we are.
All right. William, for ending the interview, if some people want to visit you or collaborate with your foundation, how can they find you?
Well, you can find us through website.
All right.
𝗪𝗀𝗶𝗶. First of all, www.𝗪𝗀𝗶.
All right.
If you go that website, you can find us. Also, we are located in Kenya, Masai Mara, and we have 𝗪𝗀𝗶 in Spain, in Alicante. So we have a sponsoring or a collaboration team working in Spain, and we have the other one in Africa.
All right. So, muchísimas gracias a todos por ver esta entrevista. Espero que hayáis disfrutado tanto como yo, como nosotros, haciendo esta entrevista. Hemos estado 3 noches, 4 días viviendo con los maasai en la sabana, en su fundación, visitando los proyectos de desarrollo que tienen. Ha sido una experiencia única. Hemos estado aquí todo el equipo. De hecho, tenemos aquí 2 cámaras que están grabando ahora mismo y os lo recomiendo 100%. Contactad a William, os dejamos todos los links debajo del vídeo, o podéis preguntarnos directamente a nosotros. So, thank you very much, William, for everything. So, big hug.
Okay.
See you in Spain or here in the savannah again.
See you in Spain or here.
So, bye bye.
Bye.